we are just getting new video from inside the school as that deadly shooting was underway. It was recorded by a student.
Holy.
Oh my God!
That scene there played out in an American high school classroom today. Those are teenagers on the floor under their chairs and desks, screaming as gunshots were fired.
I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders over at Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. The water for you done, and we appreciate you. We love you. All right. Like to say shalom to them. So basically, school shooting, another one. By now, you people should realize, man, this is repeating, school shooting after shooting after shooting after shooting. The apostles and elders over at Great Millstone, the Akim over there at Great Millstone, they have been talking about this for years, about how they're pushing to take away your guns. You know what I'm saying? This is the same vibration they keep on putting out. They always put out these false flags where, and this may not be a false flag. Maybe some people did get shot up. I hope they did. All right. But, through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, that's judgment. That's judgment for them. But Esau, which is a so-called white man, is always pushing out this vibration in America that people don't need to walk around with guns or they need to have rights to bear arms. You know what I'm saying? And this is another incident that's just going to get us closer to that time, man. Because by now, people are going to be afraid, man. Like this right here is the people is going to come a time like soon, hopefully, not hopefully, but Lord willing, Abaratazah, that this year is a year that they start taking guns from you motherfuckers, man. They start they implement that mark of the beast, man. That's what we really want, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on and do it, because hey, the sooner that happens, the sooner we get out of here, man. But if you're a so-called Black, Native American, or Latino man or woman, you need to wake up, man. You need to understand that these are the end days, man. All right, the scripture speaks about these times, man. Esau is gonna try to, which is a so-called white man, gonna try to push this new world order. All right, he's gonna try to take your guns and he's gonna try to control you. All right. So that's that video on that, and basically this article is about the school shooting. I'm pretty sure you guys already seen it, but I'm just go through some comments really quick that I've seen on Facebook, man. Because these people are fed up, man. They ready for this thing to, either they're ready for martial law to kick off or they're ready for the guns to be taken away. You know what I'm saying? Because people are pushing for more security. Protect us, secure us, make sure we're good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Esau wants, which is a so-called white man. They want you to feel like you're constantly going to be attacked. You don't know what's happening. Order out of chaos. You know what I'm saying? They want to be the ones to implement the order out of the chaos that they started. But check this out, because there's a comment. So basically, this guy says the Sandy Hook shooting was in 2012. It's 2018. We are going to have to admit that our government just doesn't want to curb gun deaths. So basically, yeah, they think that the government doesn't want anything, doesn't want to change this. We are going to have to admit that the NRA lobby means more to the government than people's children. So that's like the biggest thing, man. That's why they're doing it in these schools, because they're trying to scare you into thinking that your kids aren't safe. You're always at work. So who's going to protect your kids? You need armed men to protect your kids, right? So let's get rid of everybody's guns and put our troops out there. Martial law is about to kick off, man. There's more comments here. We have armed guards and banks to protect paper. When will we get armed guards in our schools to protect something far more precious? People are ready, man. You're crazier than this guy if you think criminals are gonna give up their guns because the government bans them. Who's been telling you people that the government was gonna ban guns for about 30 years now? Apostle Tahar and the elders over at and the apostles and elders over at Great Millstone, man. They've been saying this. So what more proof do you need, man? You know what I'm saying? What we need is more supervision from parents and more attention to what their kids are doing and planning. What are the parents of this crazy? Where are the parents of this crazy idiot? I don't know all the facts, but if they were involved in this crazy person's life, maybe they would have been able to prevent him from doing. So if gun control is the answer, then why are people still buying, selling, and using drugs? Last I checked, crystal meth is illegal, yet people still buy it. It's all about gun control. I'm just going through the comments here, but it's all about gun control, man. They want to control your guns, so when it's time for them to kick down your doors, you don't have anything to protect yourself with. All right, New World Order is coming, and martial law is coming to America, man. Get ready. All right, it's on the back of your dollar bill. This is dictionary.com, and I'll just read this really quick. Whether you call it a buck, a single, a one, or a bill, the linen and cotton blend currency resting in your wallet at this very moment contains a smorgasbord of images, symbols, and Latin phrases, some hidden in plain sight, which we call those subliminals, right? What do they mean? And once deciphered, can they unlock a series of veiled messages from our forefathers? Yeah, that your forefathers have been wanting to implement this new world order. All right, the apostles and elders over at Great Millstone have been talking about this for years. You know what I'm saying? So our forefathers have been talking about this, and Edomites, which is the so-called white man, Esau's forefathers have been pushing this vibration since for a long time, man. The world dollar, because New World Order, they want that one world currency. The world dollar is derived from taler or thaler, pronounced dollar. A series of large silver coins minted in Germany in the 1500s and mined at a place called Joachim Staller. I don't know how to. Never heard that, but located in what is now known as the Czech Republic. Okay, the German tal is a cognate to the English dale or dale. In 1785, the Continental Congress adopted dollar to represent the United States currency, primarily because the term was already highly recognizable throughout the world. And that's what they want. They want world renown, I'm trying to get to the point here. Look closely at the large number 1, located in the upper right-hand corner of the bill, presumably hidden in the leaf, and what looks like a spider web design is an owl or maybe a spider. Some believe the Freemasons, okay, because they're connected to the Freemasons and Illuminati, because that's who the world's run by, the Illuminati. Freemasons is just another secret society involved. Same thing. They are responsible for the hidden image of the owl, because the owl represents wisdom. It can see, basically the Illuminati, they can see what you can't, because owls can see at night. So basically when all hell breaks loose and the darkness is afoot, they'll be able to know what's going on. So they see the light that's in the dark, basically. You know what I'm saying? So you're in the dark, they're in the light. That's why they call themselves Illuminati, because they think that they're illuminated. Where are we at? Yeah, the owl, a known Mason symbol for knowledge, wisdom, or perhaps the phenomenon of pareidolia, an imagined perception of meaning where it does not actually exist, is at play here. So basically, yeah, they see things that you don't. From the number of arrows in the right claw of the eagle to the layers of granite stone in the pyramid, the number 13 is referenced repeatedly on the reverse side of the bill. 13, number 13. You can find that image for like McDonald's. If you turn it a certain way, it's 13. They have these numbers like everywhere with different organizations, different companies and stuff like that. Probably a reference to the original 13 colonies, or as some conspiracy theorists would have you believe, a direct reference to the 13 Illuminati bloodline. bloodlines. Reference to the Illuminati can also be found in the deception of the Eye of Providence, also referred to as the all-seeing eye, displayed atop the pyramid. The eye first appeared as part of the standard uh, iconography of the Freemasons with the publication of Thomas Smith Webb's Freemason Monitor in 1797. Because you guys got to understand these different symbols and stuff. This is all throughout their worship. It's not a coincidence why they put symbols on the back of the dollar bill or on the front or in their money or in their movies, in their music videos. It's not. This None of this is coincidence. There's no coincidence why newscasters and different people, when they speak, they hold their hands down as a pyramid. For the Illuminati. And like Jay-Z, he always puts up that so-called diamond, but that's the pyramid. And sometimes he puts his eye to it, his eye to his hands. That's a part of that's the pyramid, and the all-seeing eye, So what does Illuminati actually mean? All right, we're not gonna click that yet, but there are two mottos scribed in Latin on the reverse of the dollar bill that have been directly linked to the works of the Roman poet Virgil. And this is where a point I wanted to make here. The first phrase is located just above the eye and reads, "Annuit coeptis," derived from the Latin annuo, meaning to nod or to approve, and coeptum, undertakings. The phrase literally translates as "he approves of the undertakings." Yep. And the phrase Novus Ordo Seclorum, located just below the pyramid, literally translates as New World Order. So they're trying to implement here with this taking of your guns, and implementing martial law, and then ultimately the mark of the beast. Now this article here was the NSA, which is national security, and it's crazy because this year already being in February, only only 2 months in, it's just been about national security this whole time. National security, trying to track people. The FISA Act, they're trying to implement the FISA Act again. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the movie Snowden, you see what the FISA Act is all about. They're trying to monitor you. All right. These different ways of tracking and stuff, all this different technology they have coming out now with facial scanner. They do the eye scanners now with the new phones. It's crazy, man. But 2 men shot dead in Baltimore on Tuesday, ending 12-day stretch with a homicide in the city. That's not the one I was trying to get. Salakia. Oh, NSA shooting. Officer injured at Fort Meade security gate. 3 in custody. So basically, what happened was, 3 people were injured at Fort Meade early Wednesday when the driver of an SUV attempted to enter the National Security Agency. But, a lot of, Slacky. The rib calling me. Call you back later. Basically with this article, they, I guess, they had a breach, but, basically, man, this whole year being about national security, I guess they had a breach, and they are really pushing for people to be tracked, so mistakes like this, I guess, can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they're saying that people drove in and got this far before they were shot, and the vehicle stopped. But I mean, I think there's more to it. Like I read into it, but I think there's a lot more to it than that. I think it's just another false flag. Salakia. They're trying to just basically scare people, trying to show people, look, we need to start. There was the reason why I really wanted to bring up this article is because there was one comment someone left, and I forgot what it was, but basically they was just kind of saying how Salakia, but I can't remember what the comment said, man. I kind of lost the comment, but hold on, let me see. National Security Agency vehicle attempts to enter. Let's see if I can get the. See if I can get the. Oh, this is right here. So it said there's a comment left by the Baltimore Sun. And it said during an afternoon news briefing on the NSA campus, we believe there is no nexus at all to terrorism. So with them saying that, because I looked at the word nexus because I didn't know what that word meant. The word nexus is in Nexus. It means to have a connection between two things. So they're saying there's no connection to terrorism. They didn't give the people's names or anything like that I guess they had in custody. But if they ruled them not as terrorists that fast, I don't like what do you think the end game here is? Well, my beliefs, through the spirit would be to they're probably trying to gear this towards basically saying that everybody needs to be tracked because you just I guess like they this isn't an average terrorist attack, you know what I'm saying? Or this isn't, it's not this is not I've got the word I'm trying to use here, but basically this is not terrorism, you know what I'm saying? So basically we need to find out why why these people wanted to crash, wanted to basically, infiltrate the NSA. So they're trying to say it's not probably like foreign terrorism, but they're basically trying to say that it's domestic terrorism, and they're going that ultimately is going to have them in the push the vibration of needing to trace everybody, monitor everybody, see what's going on, to see who domestically, in the United States has the capabilities of doing shit like this on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Or that basically ultimately is for them to track you and implement that new world order that market of beats RFID chip. All right, and which we know is we're gonna bring it out, pretty quick for you guys. RFID, right? Microchip. Yeah. So you already know. You've seen it before. If you don't know, this is the RFID microchip. It's like an RFID microchip. Almost the size of a grain of rice. All right, and then I put it in your right hand, or on your forehead. So really quick, let's just get that, because this is basically this is what we're waiting for right here, and this is heavy because this NSA thing and this the school shooting, they go hand in hand. They just got that town or city, whatever that's in Florida where that school shooting happened at was dubbed the most safest city or town in Florida, and all of a sudden that happens. What do you think people are gonna do? They're gonna push for gun control, man. They're gonna push for gun control, and these people are gonna get what they want, man. You know. And then that microchip is gonna be they go hand in hand, man. The microchip with the school shooting is like the NSA incident with the school shooting together. It makes it just makes the perfect means for New World Order stew, man. That's the perfect recipe right there. School shooting, NSA infiltration. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, we need to monitor people. We need to get the guns off the out of the hands of the civilians. You know. But we know that RFID microchip, which is their means of tracking you, is the mark of the beast. So this is Revelations 13 and 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." All right. So basically, what's going to happen if you don't get this chip? You're not going to be able to buy or sell, and they could possibly kill you, torture you into taking it, or whatever it is, man, and or trying to get you to take it, but if you got the spirit on you, you're not going to take it, and basically, hey, this is what we're waiting for right here. So hopefully brothers and sisters were edified, and your Akim out there. I just like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kadash. All right, double honors and Double honors to my apostles, the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing truth and sincerity. The water for what you do, and we love you. All right. Like I like to say, shalom. All right, shalom.